If he climbs, he'll eat it. Narnia it goes. Do not hit a teammate, please. Don't go after that other F4. Bad missile, bad missile. What's an F5 doing that high? Say hello to my little friend. Oh, no way that missed. Are you kidding me? More fight and I'll be history. No way. One who's left missing me. Oh, why did that shoot? Thank you for shooting. Here. Goddamn third parties. Let us fight, please. Damn. You're the best, buddy. You know I'm trying to throw as much support your way as I can. And especially once this is over, we'll be able to support a little more. Oh, that kind of sucks. Oh, your stream is good. Not to mention, you got a lot of people hanging out with you, playing with you. You're on your way, man. But yeah, with as much as you're working, that's kind of rough. Well, you know you're always welcome here, and you know I'm always lurking when you are, buddy. I've really appreciated. There's more than a handful, probably 10 or 12 of you guys that I couldn't thank enough. Cause yeah, we were running low on options, so this has been, again, you've heard the spiel. I still, every day when I'm talking to you guys or even, you know, people that have known me IRL for a long time that can't believe it either. It's crazy. And then with DCS on the horizon, that's going to be a lot of fun too. That'll be another, finally get my hand on a stick and a throttle, get the toes on some rudder pedals. It's going to be, that'll be weird. It's going to be weird at first. And this is, I've said, I forget which one of you guys is T-Bone. Who's T-Bone again? I can mix your guys' Twitch names up. T-Bone. I'm trying to remember. Oh, that is you. Okay. Yeah, that's just I get that at the dispensary now. And I go back and forth still. Initially, it was for my appetite, but it has helped quite a bit with like not having to take any other medication for my back or anything like that, and I had to go get surgery and stuff. So it does help. And I think the stigma is finally going away a little bit. Used to be some you still had to kind of like hide, which is why I kind of love Turpy so much. He don't give up, and he shouldn't. You shouldn't have to. Nothing wrong with that. You're doing it responsibly anyway, and if you're somewhere that you know it is still illegal, and or you need a doctor's prescription, you know that you're doing that properly, but it's legal here now. And I have a doctor's thing anyway, but yes, I don't necessarily promote it because smoking is not good. Even the vaping still isn't good, healthy. but it's definitely better than being on some kind of pain medication or, you know, there's even pills and shit they were trying to give me for my appetite. And I'm like, I am not taking any prescription medication. Like, I'm just not going to do it. No way. A lot of it at the time was because it was, you know, I couldn't hold a flight physical. Like almost any of those medications were keeping me from getting a flight physical. And even now, there's 3 levels of a flight physical. There's class 3, class 2, class 1. And then you have to have a class 1 to be able to operate commercially. And that is really hard to get. And yeah, if you're on, if they find caffeine in your system, it's disqualifying. Like, it's ridiculous. Ridiculously strict. What's up, Dad? How you doing, man? What's up, Tack? Sorry I missed you there. Oh, yeah, no, I do appreciate you putting that in Discord for sure, just in case. Because I never know how old people are in here either. It's supposed to be 18 or older. And it's odd for me, too, of course, with the fucking Marine Corps. Still trying to shake the dip. I'm getting a little better. Getting a little better. But I, of course, before the Marine Corps, never did any of that. And, I hated smoke because my parents were smokers. So, I still can't stand the smell of cigarette smoke. And so I tried, like, edibles and stuff when they first suggested it. And it didn't do, like, anything for me. So it is weird that I settled on vaping, because even smoking, it just, I didn't like my hands smell. Was, at least with vaping, you don't carry around a smell. Even though I don't mind it, but I know other people do. The skies aren't bad. Had me a few good games. We came close to our ace for the day. We got swooped by a barcode. He straight called it too. He's like, I get him at base. I get him. He mine. Okay. Okay. Google Translate. Okay. Yeah, they need to just do it federally for sure. It's just creating too many weird places for it. And even when they did it here, I still wouldn't go without the doctor's thing, just because I was so nervous about it. And it's stupid, man. That's kind of dumb. To feel guilt, you know, like have to feel that way. And it surprisingly, and why I speak positively of it, because it does help. I do get pretty hungry after a while. Not always. But better than some of the other stuff I've tried, that's for sure. Ah, damn it. I was fighting the wrong plane. Dude, they definitely did something to the derbies recently, didn't they? Did they, like, secretly buff those things or something? Yeah, that's when it started. Fucking TBS, man. Standing in all those lines. Oh, here. This will help. Not a state crime, depending on the state. And exactly, that's why I felt so weird about it, because I'm like, well, is this a trick? Like, what kind of trick is this? Yeah, it's super stupid. And as a gun owner, I saw, me too, exactly. That's exactly what I'm like saying. And actually there is something in there about gun ownership, and something, if I'm not mistaken, there is some tertiary thing in there about that, and it has same kind of thing, like if you're intoxicated or something like that, but like alcohol wise, or the whole class thing's crazy. Yeah, class for that Schedule 1. That's what I'm trying to spit out. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Oh, well, no. What's the Supreme Court thing? As I've always said, come get them. If you want them that bad, come and get mine. You can see my double expert badge. No, I guess I don't have them hanging up, but yeah. They used to give the pilots shit, right? No, I got my double X's. I got my double X's. And exactly, trying to change things that were that fundamental. And it's honestly not even no. When shit truly hits the fan, you're gonna want your population to have access to arms. And there's no way I will ever give up the ability to defend myself the way I see fit. It is my life that I'm defending. And it's not my fault if some other people are, irresponsible. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny. I don't know how touchy of a subject firearms are in other countries, but yeah, it's a pretty sticky one here, especially with vets who are, comfortable with them and know how safe they can be if handled properly. Guns don't malfunction very often unless they're like damaged. And even then, if they're damaged, they usually just won't work. So it doesn't take a whole lot of training or responsibility to even handle one properly. All it takes is just being a little bit familiar, and a lot of that stigma and fear would go away. God damn, just start training basic gun handling, in like high school or something. At least teach people it's okay to hold one, it's not gonna... Some people get scared if one's even in the room, Not me. I usually feel a little better depending on who's got it, but no way that missed. A cloud take that missile? This MiG has me. I was either too early or too late on that. Probably too late. Damn. I let him sit there for too long. I didn't have to shoot at that F4 again. Damn. Yes, 100%. I agree. Most of the people that lash out and are irresponsible have been, have other issues that led to that, for sure. It's so sad. I cringe every time it happens because it almost every time it could have been avoided by some other thing that should have been in place. It's usually some kind of a last resort, and it's just getting a bad rap. But it has been way too consistent as far as like the mass shootings. I still can't believe they still happen. People come to that conclusion that They'd rather hurt other